G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here. It is very sunny. I'm on my way to go flying, and hopefully this is the start of a happy flying video. I would have shot some of this before, but I went to bed at about 3 AM because I was building the RS90. So I'm with my mate Trev. We're on our way to a spot, and I think we've got about 10 quads in the back combined. So hopefully we get some good footage. Anyway, happy flying! I've actually got a laugh there. If you go back and rewind, look at how solemn Trev's face looks. He looks like he's absolutely not thrilled at all to be going for a big day FPV session. Anyway, today we're going to be talking all about camera up tilt. Oh, and here's I really like this little chase footage just here actually. I'm just going to interrupt myself. This was really fun. Follow on behind one of my mates, Pezzy right here, and this was a really cool track. So I'm actually going to tack on to what I talked about last week. We will be talking about camera up tilt for most of this video, but in the last sort of video I spoke about like designing a fun track, and I had an absolute blast on this track. I really like sort of the elevations, the ups and downs, and there's probably some better words I could use there, the topography or something like that, but I thought this track was brilliant. Oh, there goes a little owl actually. There was quads everywhere on this course. But I really liked how you could shoot up through the trees right here, and then it was sort of a quick down and then left and around this little hill. This was my favourite turn of the whole course. Anyway, let's talk about some camera up tilt to help you guys out there become better pilots. So the first thing that people should know, and this one's pretty common knowledge, but it might help some of you real sort of new pilots or people who are new to the scene. The more up tilt you have, the faster your quad is going to feel to fly. So the more you sort of tilt it up, the more your quad is going to be pitched forward even though you're looking at the horizon, and that's going to result in you going a lot faster because you pretty much have a lot more thrust coming out the back. But what does that actually mean? That actually means a few more things other than speed. So I can't talk properly. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is how that actually affects your ability to go through gates. And this is just from my personal experience and sort of thrashing around the course. This is really what I've found helps me quite a bit actually to sort of make my laps a little bit faster. So with the more tilt you have, and that means more thrust coming. That was a really close call. I don't know if anyone rewinds that. That was really close to hitting that quad. But the more tilt you have and the more thrust that is coming out the back of your quad, that actually means that you have less thrust in terms of gaining altitude, so going up and down. And that really, it's almost like adding a little bit of expo to your throttle in terms of how high you're going to be off the ground. And it can really help with that management, because I know when my camera angle is really low, I actually find it hard to go through the gates because the stick response on the throttle is so much more, I guess, responsive when you're going up and down, and I crash into the top of the gates all the time. So if you're having trouble hitting those gates, as weird as it sounds, try sort of tilting the camera up to a really high angle, and you'll find that sort of height management will be a lot easier. But be warned, you will be traveling a lot faster. Get out of the way, Perry. So that's just something people can try out there. So if you're having trouble hitting the gates, definitely try sort of tilting your camera up as far as you can, and I think you'll find it will be a lot easier to maintain your height around the course, but you will be going significantly faster. I guess, and the third thing I wanted to talk about very quickly is the more up tilt you have, the more difficult you are going to find it to land though. So when you're coming in, sometimes you won't even be able to see the ground depending on how much up tilt you have. So it's going to be very difficult for your landing. So I'm not a very good lander anyway. I tend to just crash all the time. Oh, and another thing as well, just remember this one. If you're doing some acro, I guess I'm just talking about racing, but it can definitely help when you're doing those tricks. So you can sort of like a power loop and things like that. You can actually see where you're going. Anyway, that was just a short little video. I think I really like this crash here. Or there's a crash coming up anyway that I really like. I think I did about 6 bazillion rolls, but it was really fun. Anyway, subscribe for more FPV related videos, and happy flying! Okay, I'm actually going to guess maybe 20 rolls on this crash. That's my guess. I have no idea. It seemed like a lot.